Hey, what is up, guys? It is Card Shuffler 99 here, and today we are going to be revealing Shin Lim's audition trick on America's Got Talent. This was just recently leaked by America's Got Talent. So if you haven't seen his performance or his audition yet, we will put a link down in the description section below so you guys can go check that out. He does something a little bit different, and it's sort of interesting to see how he transfers his magic from sort of like a magic community setting to sort of just the public setting, right? Typically he's going to do his his magic acts with just plain music. He's not going to talk, but here he's going to talk and sort of guide the audience through it, because this isn't the normal magic community who's watching this. So he's going to make sure that people understand what's happening and they can follow through and make sure they understand. So he's actually going to talk while he does this. Okay, now we're going to talk about each little part of the trick, and we're going to guide you guys through it as quickly as we can. It is a really complicated trick, and I can only do so much to actually explain it, so I hope you guys can follow along with this. Now, what he's going to have for this trick is he's going to have 3 separate decks. So what this means is that he's going to do a deck switch at a certain part of the trick, okay? The first deck is going to be an all-blue deck with all the same card. Now, while it seems like he's going to give a free selection to Tyra Banks in terms of selecting the Queen of Spades, it's actually going to be forced. So he is forcing it, so what that means is this entire deck has to be the Queen of Spades. Now, he's not going to show you that the cards are different. He's not, because he doesn't have to, because the deck is actually going to be switched out later. All he needs is for it to look completely fair. Spread the deck out, have her select any one, but no matter what, it's going to be the Queen of Spades. Secondly, the second deck is going to be a red deck with 1 blue card on top, okay? So it's going to be a completely red deck with 1 blue card. And the third and final deck is going to be very, very similar, except this here is going to be a clear deck of cards. Now, at the bottom of this deck, he's going to have a plastic casing, which is what he's going to put Tyra's card in at the end of the trick. So we're going to get to that a little bit later. So let's start off with the first couple decks here. What he's going to do is he's going to start out the trick. He's going to spread out the deck and have Tyra select any card she wants, and she's going to sign it, okay? Now, what he's going to do here is he's going to have her, so let's see, she takes a card out, and she's going to sign the top of the card, okay? Pretty good, we got a queen there. Now, at this point in the trick, he's going to transfer to his shirt, okay? So he's going to do magic with his shirt here. Now, what he's going to do is he's going to get into a position with 1 card face up just like this, and the card she selected right on top of it. So this is the position that he is going to be in. Now, once he takes this specific card, okay, and he's going to basically bring this to his shirt, okay, so he's taking 2 cards, bringing this to his shirt. This deck with all the Queen of Spades is now going to go missing, okay? Keep in mind that there is 1 blank card, and the blank card is going to be right here. It's going to be right above her selection. So in this case, once he's in this position, okay, he has her card on top, and then underneath it, he directly has a blank card. Okay, so this is the position he's in. And what he's going to do here is he's going to take it right like this, and he's going to bring these 2 cards to his shirt. At this point, this deck is going to get switched out with the second deck of cards, okay? So from here, this deck can go away. Now, what he's going to do is he's going to have these 2 cards, and he's going to bring these 2 cards to his shirt, okay? And you'll notice what he's going to do here is he knows that this is her card, okay? This is her card right here. What he's going to do is he's going to, let's say this was, his shirt. He's going to bring this card into his shirt, and he's basically going to grab onto the bottom card, okay? So he's grabbing onto the bottom card here inside his shirt, so this is undercover, and you could see he has his hand on his shirt sort of like this. It's sort of cupped in his shirt, because what he's doing is he's holding onto this card behind the cover of his shirt so nobody can see it, okay? And what he's going to do here is he's going to take this card, and then he's going to show that, hey, it disappeared. Now, this is the blank card, okay? Now, I know this is not a blank card here, obviously, but just go along with it. This would be a blank card, and he's going to set the blank card down. Her card is still in his shirt. What he's going to do is he's going to make this sort of, he's basically going to make the card appear in his mouth. Now, how is he going to do this? He's going to essentially grab the card, slide it up his shirt, and just bring it to his mouth really quick, and he's going to show that motion. Now, that's essentially all he's doing, okay? Now, he did have a tattoo, okay, that matched the card. Now, that's also how you know that he's going to force the card, okay, is because he's going to have the tattoo, so that just proves also right there that he had to force the card from the beginning. Now, he's going to do this little shirt revelation thing. Once again, it's just in his shirt, and all he's going to do is slide it up his shirt. He's going to grab it with both hands, and he's going to basically, behind the cover of the shirt, slide it up, put it into his mouth, and he's basically going to do that part of the trick right there. Now, that's pretty important right there, okay? Now, what he's going to do at this point, you have to notice, is that this deck that he's going to have here is going to be the second deck. Okay, so this is now no longer the first deck. This is the second deck. And what this has here is it has one specific card right here on the bottom. Okay, now you'll notice what he does is he's going to take the card and he's going to put it into the middle of the deck. Okay, so he's going to put this card somewhere into the middle of the deck, so it doesn't matter where he puts it, right? He's going to put it somewhere into the middle of the deck. Her actual selection goes into the middle of the deck. Now this is going to actually stand out, so let's say we just put it into the middle of the deck right here. What he's going to do is he's going to do a pass. Now what this means is he's going to get one of the cards on the bottom to come to the top. Okay, I'm not going to demonstrate. I'm not exactly sure which pass he does, but he's going to do a pass. And what he does here is he's going to now spread the deck out, and you can see that's where her selection comes into play. But he doesn't actually spread all the way down. Okay, you can notice here he's going to spread very carefully to make sure that this final blue card does not flash. Okay, because he does not want to flash that card. So that's that part of the trick. Okay, so he's going to make sure he spreads. He's going to do sort of like a block spread where he doesn't actually let it spread all the way to the bottom. And then he can actually go ahead and show and reveal this final card. Now he's going to take this, he's going to set it down, and he's going to take this deck back together, okay? Now, and guys, feel free to just follow along with me as I go along with this. Now, what he's going to do here is he's going to do a top change, okay? So he needs to perform a top change when he does this part of the trick. Now, Rob's going to come in really quick, and he's going to show you how the top change is done.
Okay, so here's how you guys would do the top change. So here's the queen. And just go with me, guys. This would be a blank card here. We don't have that many blank cards, so the ace of spades, just pretend it's blank. It's going to be on the top of the deck, and this is the selection. So what's going to happen here is while he turns to Tyra, he's going to take the queen, and he's going to start to push this top card, which would be blank, off the deck like this, and he's going to switch them out like that. So he's actually going to give Tyra the blank card. So, once again, he's here. There's the queen. He's going to turn to Tyra, and he's going to switch the cards like that, and he's going to give Tyra this blank card. So Tyra has this blank card. Just go with me here. In her hands, and what he's going to do is he has the queen on top. He's going to have a break under the queen. He's going to take this blank card here that he has on the table, and he's going to pick up two cards. So he's going to pick up this blank card and the queen on top. So he's going to pick it up, and he's going to do this pretty simple change here. So if you want to do it, you just put your pinky and your thumb in the corner, and your forefinger should be on the long end of the card. And what's going to happen is he just makes this big motion like this, and he's going to take his index finger, and he's going to push on the corner of the card, and he's going to flip the queen like that as he turns his hand like that, and he can show the queen. So one more time. He's here. He's going to be shaking his hand. He's going to push on his index finger like that. And it's going to happen really quickly. And he's going to grab the card like that. And he's going to show the queen. So that is the color change and the top change. Adam?
Okay. So at this point, it's important to note that he's going to have the third deck. Now, this third deck is actually a little special in the way that it's set up. Now, you'll notice what he does is he's going to pretend like he's taking her queen, and he's taking her queen and setting it just like that. But what he's doing here is this is not actually her queen on the table. He's actually doing this little cover with the other card. Now, this is going to be a blank card here, and he's covering it so it gives the illusion that this is actually the same card. It is not her card. Her card is actually with the deck right here, okay? Now, once he performs this sort of switch, right, what's important to note is that this is going to be blank. Okay, this card right here is going to be blank. Now, the queen that he has on the table that's sort of acting like her queen is blank on the other side as well. So what he does is here, once he flips it over, both cards here would appear blank, right? Now, the deck that he has here, he's going to have Tyra's card on top of the deck, okay? On the bottom of the deck, he's going to have a few cards, okay? Now, these are just going to be the picture that he does. He's doing essentially Matt Franco's paintbrush trick, where he's just going to slide the cards over, slide the cards over, slide the cards over, and it's going to just make a picture, right? And then he's going to make these cards go blank. So once again, it just has this setup here. Tyra signed the top. He's going to cover the top, make sure nobody can see it. He flips it over. They're both blank on the other side. And now he's going to get to this part of the trick. He has her card right on top. Now what he's going to do here is the rest of the cards are blank except for a plastic casing that he's going to have on the direct bottom, okay? So once again, there was the plastic casing, he has the cards on top, and these are just clear cards, and then he's going to have Tyra's card directly on top. Now this is giving the illusion that this is a normal deck by having her blue card, so I'll just pick this card right here, her blue card on top, okay? Now what's going to happen here? After he does the paintbrush, he ditches those cards. All he's going to do is he's going to take these portion of these cards, and he's going to now flip them over, okay? And as he flips it over, he's going to give it a spread. Now, why he does this? He's going to do this because now Tyra's card is directly here on the bottom, and he's going to do a specific spread, to the point where you can't see her card. Her card's here on the bottom, and these cards here are also going to be blank, okay? Except for the plastic casing that's here on the bottom. Now, what he does, you notice, is he's going to take her card that's directly on the bottom, and he's going to do this little move right here where he's going to slip that directly onto the bottom, okay? So he's going to do that move where he's going to slip her card directly on the bottom, and he's going to bring these here. Now remember, all these cards up here on top are clear, okay? And what he's going to do from here is now he has to essentially, now that it's on the bottom, he's going to now reveal all the cards, where he's going to show that all the cards are clear up until her very last card. And behind her last card here is the plastic casing that was earlier on the bottom of the deck, right? So he's going to slip that right on top of the plastic casing. That's right here. Now, the rest of the trick is pretty simple, right? It's not exactly anything difficult to do. From here, he just is going to ditch the clear cards, okay? And he's going to ditch these clear cards. He has the plastic casing right on top of the deck. He has, or the plastic casing on the bottom of the deck, my bad there. So he's going to have all these clear cards go away except for the plastic casing that would be on the back of the deck. Now this is what he's going to have her slip her card in later into the trick. He takes the card, he's going to set it down. Now from here, he has the plastic casing in his hand, which gives the illusion of the clear cards, but he is going to ditch that behind the table, something that Shin Lim does a lot. From there, she's going to slip it into the plastic casing, and then he uses the smoke for dramatic effect. And from there, the trick is essentially done. Her card's inside the plastic casing. She takes it out. She can't take the card out because it's basically a plastic case. And that is pretty much the entire trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This was definitely a really tough trick to explain, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And anyway, this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out, guys.